It's another Saturday, meaning we're gonna be painting, but this time around it's gonna be a little different because I need to get ready for my artist residency that's coming up in Miami, meaning I need to have 3 paintings done in the next week and a half because they need to travel with me. So I made a silly little list because anything that is not on this list does not need to be bought. If I end up buying more than what's on this list, I'm blaming you. Okay, vamos. I ended up taking the bus because it just economically it doesn't make sense to spend money at the art store, spend money on a car. So $1.75. Okay. Where's black? These are $14. 14. I'm a very sleepy girl. I have Stranger Things playing in the back. My dog is taking a nap. And we're continuing on today. Yay! I don't remember where I last left off, but I do remember that I was starting to sketch last night and the lighting in my apartment made me feel like I was in Game of Thrones. In the crypts with the lantern. Like that's that's what I felt like. So like the lighting was starting me off, so I had to put a pause on it. I just want to briefly show you the sketch of what I'm doing today. Don't look at that. Essentially what I want to do is I want to paint a melting soccer ball because the theme of my residency is to present works that are reflective of Miami culture, of the sport culture in Miami now, and also just from my perspective as an artist. So I don't draw literal things. I've never been literal about my work. Everything can be like a juxtaposition or it can just make no sense. So this is gonna be like a up close tight shot of things that are happening within that theme. That's how I like to highlight, or this is how I like to like present work. I side quest a little too hard and I got distracted and I put down my rug. That's the old rug. This is my rug. I shouldn't have spent the last hour and a half doing this, but I digress. I have no words about what just happened. I will grieve later. So everything is dry. It's Game of Thrones up in this hoe. But we're gonna at least lay down one color today. Ooh, you're too close. Okay, you see how this paint or this brush is just picking it up quicker? Like the other one just wasn't giving. I'm not even wearing, like I'm so discombobulated that I'm not even wearing my glasses. Like I'm low-key doing this shit blind. Doing un revolú today, guys. This is so real for me right now. I just really hate that I'm losing light. So I feel like we're only gonna get this far today. Like what? This is so bad. This is so bad. Bro, I'm about to lock in. I gotta stand up. Hold on. It's so serious when I have to stand. Right? Like I should just quit. Okay, I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit because apparently every time I open up my mouth, something happens, so. We are definitely gonna have to pick this back up tomorrow because it's been a minute. Yeah, I got really far. See, what happened was I just needed to lock in for a couple of days. I just needed to not be on camera and just like do my thing. Also, I've put my phone in here. So it's like out of sight, out of mind, which is pretty effective, I must say. It's pretty effective. When I don't see something, I don't remember it. So we're just gonna enjoy. These are the brushes I'll be using to help continue on that pattern. I kind of look around of what I've done on the white stripes, and if that, because that's something that I've done up here and up here as well, so I want to mirror that. But I do want to be mindful because maybe it's a thing where, yeah, it goes up all the way down and webs back in. But that does feel very large, so we'll see. This is what kind of made like a concrete kind of color. And I'm just gonna go in again. Cute. I feel like that last coat, like at least I give everything at least 2 coats. That's the minimum. And then I can always build. I can't take away. I mean, I can't take away, it's just not glorious. We're gonna be updating her with this concrete color. I'm gonna work on this area and I'm gonna go in with this baddie. I love an angular. I really do. Obsessed. Is that even a word? I don't know, I just always feel like I have better control with my paint. If I can see. Well, well, well. You must be so tired after watching that. That was a crash out. That was modest crash out. Everything that could have gone bad did, and also in how I participated and all that was not even better. Like me going on side quests, me having to like take a couple of days not being on camera, me just over or underestimating a lot about this process for my residency. We're learning here because in the same realm, I'm also going through a lot of life changes. I just moved here not too long ago. I'm getting my footing here, and it's been learning curve after learning curve after learning curve in the best way. This has all been a beautiful experience so far. I'm not complaining about that. What I'm just actualizing is that like creating and being an artist isn't the only thing that I'm participating in. Like there's other life stuff, interpersonal things. So it's hilarious, truly. I can see myself coexisting in between two things at the same time and trying to show up to it consistently. And that journey was valid. And I'm glad you stuck it out with me. Just know that I'm getting better. But I am very excited about going to Miami and celebrating my birthday there and being able to exhibit new works. I've never had my work displayed in a hotel for a period of time. And no matter how this unravels or how this comes to be, like, I'm just grateful that my problems are that I just need to get better with my time when it comes to creating in a structure. I'm still working on that. It needs to be habitual at some point. Like I want to get to the point where I have discipline on lock. I'm getting there. I've gotten so much better over the years. So there's that. But after what I just saw, why was I installing a carpet in the middle of my painting session? So I can laugh and also cry about it, you know? The painting's done. I'm almost done with the second one. How I'm going to do the third one, that is a good question. But don't worry, I'll be taking you along. And I promise that it's not going to look that crazy. But it does look like that a lot of times. That's the reality. Anyone that tries to paint you a different picture of like, oh, it's a walk in the park. No, it's not. Not all the time. Sometimes there's dog shit everywhere. Or there's something that's just much more entertaining. Get distracted. Like, there's just so much more to it. So, it's not always like this. But it is. All right. I'll see you next time.